Greetings. Greetings, my friends. Welcome to NuubCast. This is Blomus, and I'm bringing you a 1v1 in the Xel'Naga Caverns. Yes, this 1v1 on Xel'Naga Caverns is brought to you between the players Verm in the red Protoss pieces, and his opponent TarNation in the blue. What in TarNation are you talking about? What in the what? TarNation? My goodness. What a PvP in Xel'Naga Caverns? You gotta be kidding me. What in TarNation are you talking about? I can't believe these youths these days making their probes and their pylons at the top of their ramps and doing all those things that we ain't never done when we was young. Man, we ain't never done that. What in TarNation? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NuubCast. This is Blomus as usual. And I could keep going with the TarNation. What in my... You do a little foghorn leghorn. I said, what in... What does this guy think he is doing? Ah, yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's the PvP, and not only is it PvP, but it's silver PvP. So we can look forward to severe mismicros, severe lack of macro, and bad 4 gates. Yes. 2 gates down. Pardon me. No, I'm not even drinking. But I did hiccup. And you may or may not know, because I may or may not have told you, that when I hiccup, or when I quote-unquote get the hiccups, I only hiccup twice. Very rare occasions, I'll hiccup 3 times. And that will be the end of it. Because I am super baller like that. Hiccups got nothing on me, man. They got nothing. You can't hang with me, hiccups. What do you think this is? It looks like Worm is going to try and do some early zealot pressure, while his opponent, TarNation? What in TarNation? You think you can 4-gate against this 3 zealot pressure and win? What do you think you're doing? Yeah, one thing that's good in the Silver League against 4 gates is this early zealot pressure. If you can head out with 3 to 5, and it looks like Worm is going to go with 3, and normally what you would do is you would rally, right-click that rally right onto that zealot and get another 2 going, and that they can follow up right away. And hopefully your zealots pass by this zealot. Did you get scouted? Yeah, you did. Okay. So it looks like he was trying to get some early zealotage out too. But now that he knows, he's going to have 2 zealots against 3 zealots, and these guys are going to come out, and it's going to be 4 zealots against 3 zealots, unless these 3 can obviously kill one of these guys before he gets out, and he's not going to be able to do it, but he's rallied outside the base. Yeah, this is like silly micro, and everything's going to kill everything, and TarNation's gonna beat the tar out of Worm's, zealots. And now Worm is going to get a taste of his own medicine. He's got, what is a forge? You're gonna try and build a cannon, or you're gonna try and upgrade? You need another gas, either way. So throw down that other gas, unless you're gonna just build the zealots. A 3rd gate down for TarNation. He's got a couple of stalkers coming out as well. It looks like a sentry and 2 zealots at the top of the ramp. Nobody's warp gate is finished yet. I'm curious if... Oh, his is finished. Look at that. Way ahead. TarNation way ahead in the warp gate war. And he's getting a 5th gate. Looks like he's going to stay on one base. Force field. Yeah, there you go. Pull up. Yep. No, you're going to die. Yeah, there you go. Get your sentry to kill him. Now pull back. Oh, hurry up. Warp gate tech. Hurry up, Port Gate Tech. Can't wait for no more units to come in from TarNation. But I am Verm, and Verm always gets his man. So he is going to 5-gate. And TarNation expanding. Now they say that the first person to expand in a PvP is the one who's going to lose. And in Silver League, this is often true. Because, ooh, I don't really like this. What are you thinking? I didn't like that at several levels. PvP, you can't count on your opponent to be able to micro. So when you get zealots like this, you go kill them, because zealots crush stalkers. I don't care how well you can kite them. Zealots crush stalkers. Well, you know what I'm saying, within reason. If they can catch him, they can kill him. One-on-one, zealot beats a stalker every time. Now, that's without micro. If he micros his stalkers, then if he's good at microing his stalkers, one stalker can kill most of these zealots before it dies. So that's, but you know, you're in Silver League, so you can't really count on that. You can't really count on your opponent being able to micro. Now, what you should be seeing here is that Twilight Council to get zealot legs, because if you've invested in all these zealots, your opponent's getting stalkers. You can't beat them if he tries to micro. It's really hard. So he's going to attack, and he's probably going to lose, you know, because he might do something like, oh crap, look at all these units, and then try to run away. But no, he's not going to do that. But his opponent is going to try and kite a little bit. That's really weird. Oh my goodness, he force fielded himself in. That's really bad. But he's going to try and kite, but he's not very good at it, so he's going to lose a couple of these units. Nothing happening on the ramp, and he's going to just walk right in here. Yeah, and this is actually a good job by TarNation, splitting up his units, splitting and keeping his probes out. He's losing a lot. He's losing way too many units. And the zealots are still just going to town. You just can't kill these zealots. DPS is so ridiculous. That was an awesome exchange. That was a really good exchange for Verm. Verm, what in TarNation, Verm? You better start that. You better start that zealot charge, Verm. As soon as you get that 200 minerals, you better start that zealot charge. You better start it right now. There you go. That's what you want. And he's got his +1 armor. Do we have any armor going down here? We do not. Do we even have a forge? No, but he does have his Twilight Council, and I'm guessing he's going to be going for Blink, and he is. So obviously, the one thing that can nullify Zealot Charge is Stalker Blink. However, TarNation has proved to us that he can't micro worth a damn, and so he ain't going to be getting nowhere running away from no Zealots. And that's just a fact. Now, that might be a... pardon me. It's probably a good... I can't even remember what his name is. Why do you do that? It's such a waste of a force field, bro. What you do is you keep your sentries in the back and Guardian Shield with the Zealots, because these are all ranged units. You get a +2 armor with your Guardian Shield. You don't want to waste those on force fields when you don't need them, and you don't. But I see you want to wait for that to charge to finish. Very good idea. And now it is done. Now you go and charge. There's an awesome time. He's going to come out here. He's going to get us around on these stalkers. And oh my goodness, he's going to whoop them. He's going to whoop them. Who's force fielding? Who is force fielding? Who is it? I think it's Worm. Those force fields belong to Worm. And that was awesome. Worm, like, completely dominated that. I think if those were his force fields, fantastic. If they weren't, then oh my goodness. And look, he's going to have +2 attack coming down soon against no upgrades from his opponent. So Worm looking in very good shape here. 1-1 with charge. This is a no-brainer. This should end it. Whose force field? Oh my goodness! I sure hope that was Worm's force field, because that was a good one. Keeping the stalkers from running up. He's going to run away with his probes. Where's he going to go with those probes? He's going to attack? What's he going to do? He's going to counterattack with probes? Worm with a fairly placed force field. I think these guys can get through it if he wants to. Although, I mean, he does have these guys up here. They may be the ones throwing down the force fields. Keep the zealots out. Yeah, that was definitely his. That was definitely TarNation. What in TarNation you think you can... Now, you've got him contained. He's not coming out. Now you can peel off a couple of these zealots and go scout. And that's bad. You're just wasting charge at this point. Peel off a couple of these zealots and go scout, because this is a freaking Trevor Trove. Trevor Trove. It's a Trevor Trove. What TarNation you talking about? I ain't no Trevor Treasure. That ain't no Trevor the Treasure Trove. It's just a bunch of probes. Yes, but it is indeed a treasure trove, and now Worm able to expand, and just sticking with zealots, man. I gotta like the ballsiness of the play, but he is almost mined out. So by the time his other Nexus is up, I am guessing that he in fact will be mined out, and it will just be a transfer of all the probes, and he will continue to be on one base. Oh, he's trying to get up the ramp. It's bad. Lack of patience by Worm. Not a good idea. I don't like it at all. And look, he lost like half his force. Very bad, very bad, very bad. Not good. What was that? That was just silly. Gonna lose these sentries. Lost all his units. Bad Worm. Bad. That was very bad Worm. Very bad Worm. You had him. You had him contained. You had him contained with superior units and superior upgrades. You didn't need to do that. And you know what? It happens all the time. You get impatient, and that's exactly what happened to Worm. Worm got impatient with TarNation. What in TarNation you do? Making me wait and come down there to attack you. And TarNation going to rebuild. But I think Worm's got this pretty well in hand at the moment. But obviously, TarNation knows what Worm is doing, and Worm doesn't know what TarNation is doing. But he is now ahead on Zim mining. Pretty close on food, but TarNation also about to be mined out. So Worm might be wise to break down these rocks, or bring his zealots down, break down these rocks, so that he can come and kill stuff. And here comes TarNation looking to get a scout on, and he's going to get charged up by these zealots. Shaflam, shaflam! And down they go. Now look at this. Immortal coming out by Worm. And now he's got the Colossus ability in hand. It's still just one base against one base, though. Same thing that happened to Worm's going to happen over here. He's going to be mined out by the time his Nexus finishes. And it's basically still going to be one base against one base. TarNation is building some more gateways, so now he has 3, 6, 7, 8 gateways on one base. This is not 2 base, 1 base. And the same is true for Worm. Still working on 5. He's actually going to be able to support those 5. And kind of the Robo, not really. But TarNation is not going to be able to support 8 gates on one base. Both of these guys should be taking another base, but hey, you know what? This is silver, baby. And now to attack 1 armor, still no upgrades from TarNation. Even with this force, man, throw in a couple sentries, go and attack, man. Move that rally, make some more probes. Oh, look at that, starting +3, getting the first Colossus out, almost finished with his upgrade. Oh, he already has one out. 1 Colossus is finished. And these speedy... Oh, I would have held back the Colossus. That would have been cool. It looks like TarNation is going to break down these rocks trying to get himself a 3rd, but it is not going to be helpful because he is about to die. This group of units trying to pull back. Why are you pulling back? Just giving yourself a really bad concave because this blinking in. Oh, please micro that. Micro that, bro. This is so bad. This is A-moving. This is classic A-moving. And it's pretty smart if you think about it, because while Worm is trying to pick off cannons, TarNation is able to blink around with these stalkers and do lots of damage. And look, he's attacking now with his probes. That's not going to help. And that's going to be it, I think. TarNation's going to hang his hat. He doesn't have the upgrades. He just now got +1 attack, but his opponent already is 2-2, and with 3 on the way, Colossus coming out, and TarNation leaves the game. TarNation. What, TarNation? Oh, that was fun. Well, depends on how you look at it. Not a terrible game to watch and enjoy and cast, but from the play side, pretty bad. But that's what we're all about here, NuubCast. We like to watch games for entertainment value, not necessarily for perfect macro and micro. That's why we are noobs. And if you're a noob and you'd like to see your games cast at NuubCast, send me a replay at noobcasters@gmail.com. Look for us on Facebook and Twitter. And I'm done for the day. Peace out, crackalackers. Keep climbing that ladder.